Sí, uno, dos. So, dude, I got a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more interaction than I ever thought I would, and honestly, thank you guys so much. It means a lot, it really does. I talked to people I haven't talked to in a long time.
Did Alex HZ say anything?
Alex, yeah, he did.
What did he say?
Well, he shared it.
Oh, he shared it?
Yeah.
I thought he commented though, like, oh, y'all are sick or y'all are ass.
He shared it, and then he put, oh, I liked it a lot. Like, go watch it or some shit like that.
That's it.
That's it. I expected more. No, but I got a lot more shares, you know, and it was really cool to watch too, because I watched it. I put it up. I was like really nervous, and I was like, fuck. You know, like, I don't know. I felt really insecure.
Nah, you shouldn't feel that way. I mean, you're probably feeling more nervous because, you know, it was your thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's under your name. It's your podcast and everything. And I'm sure if the roles were flipped, I would probably still feel nervous too, but...
Yeah, so it was like, it was really special seeing, you know, like, our friends just like, oh, like, that's sick. Like, you're really funny. Like, I'm glad you're doing something. And, you know, just sharing it and shit, I was like, fuck, that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
I got more people behind me than I originally thought. And it's a really cool thing to see. And I hope I don't let you guys down. If I do, I blame Daniel. You know,
What'd I do?
Nothing. You're supposed to bring in half of the charisma and the intellect.
The charisma?
That's all I
didn't even sleep in the morning.
Yes.
I was going to sleep, but I didn't.
Yeah, take a quick nap.
Right now?
Even Aaron hit me up. Like,
Tío
Aaron. Mamá, le quería preguntar. Alright, so yeah, I asked you guys if you had any questions for me, and a bunch of them weren't really questions, they were just
it's just stupid comments or what?
Comments, yeah, some of it.
That's what I like to see.
No, yeah, but it was really cool. Ruby says, very fun, please keep making.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet.
Really nice. Yeah, it is. Thank you so much, Jocelyn or Ruby. I still don't know which one to call you. But it really means a lot because I don't want to boast or anything, but I have over like 60 views on YouTube, which is
so basically you're famous.
Basically,
now.
I'm famous. I have contracts with Ninja already. You know,
oh yeah.
LeBron James is hitting me up. He wants to come on the podcast too.
Joe Rogan.
We're striving. We're making big moves. Yeah, and a lot more comments about our voices. Which surprised me.
Y'all sound like ass.
You know, I've spent over $2,000 on this equipment here to make it professional quality for you guys. And, you know, that's, knowing me, that's pocket change because I make billions of dollars every second.
Of course.
No, but yeah, a lot more people were, like, coming, you know, to listen to it.
I that's really cool. Like, I honestly, like, I was just expecting, like, the boys to listen to it.
Yeah. But you didn't even listen to it.
I didn't listen to it myself. I mean, I was there. That's why. I'm like, oh, I'm going to listen to it again.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for some reason, I kept listening to it. But I think it was to, like...
make sure everything was good.
Yeah.
Like, all in order. Yeah,
even though sense. I did, like, you know, I found a few mistakes.
I don't know.
In audio, so... it was the first time.
I mean, it's your first one. So
it was the first one. I was also watching it to boost up the views. You know,
kept refreshing.
Yeah, it kept refreshing. That's the only reason we have high numbers. But yeah, it was really cool. I'm really grateful to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Puerca. And yeah, so I also got some suggestions saying that we should do ASMR.
ASMR? I don't like ASMR.
You don't like ASMR?
Fuck no. Nancy's always showing me that shit. I'm like, nah, I get this shit on my face. Dude.
Why don't you like ASMR?
It's just kind of gross. Or not gross, but like, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, on the topic of ASMR, so I've talked to my friend, and I've been talking to a friend, and her argument was that ASMR has been, you know, put in a perspective of something lewd. That it's sexual and it always will be.
Yeah.
And, you know, for good reason, because most of the people doing ASMR, you know, are...
you know what their intentions are.
You know what their intentions are. But a lot of them are, you know, for the...
There's ASMR where they're fucking just eating. They just eat
Yeah,
close to the mic. I don't understand why people like that.
I mean, it's they're doing it for the textbook definition, which is getting the tingly sensation or whatever. And like I guess I will admit, like I feel it, but it's a weird feeling that I personally don't like.
I don't like it. That shit makes me cringe a little bit.
So I guess it's a hit or miss for most people. But yeah, if you really want us to do it some more, I don't think I'd mind. I am Anders says my critique: not enough Anders. My question: can you bring me food?
He's always asking for food.
Andres, he's always asking for food. He's always asking for stuff.
I mean, I think he got the job, so now he needs to get a car himself.
He has a job. Oh yeah, you fucking.
I think he's working here.
That's the boy.
Yes, sir.
He left us in middle school, but he's still with us at heart. The Dunt, Michael. Fuck.
Oh, the Dunt.
The Dunt. He says, "How do I get on it?" It was very nice. Oh. Well, yeah, I do plan on having friends and family on here. Right now it's just Daniel because of COVID, so I'm kind of stuck with him for a while.
Yes, sir. I live with him.
We live in the same place, yeah.
With my child.
Yes, Luna.
With Luna.
We talked about it last week on the podcast, and now we made it a dream come true, and now we have a place together, and the girlfriend is there too.
And she's on the side.
She's on the side. So I was actually talking to my mom about that.
Oh, you told her about?
Yeah, I was like, Mom, do you think I'm ready to, like, well, not obviously not now because the situation I'm in, but I was like, do you think I'm ready to be on my own? And she said she thinks I am, at least financially. I'm a lot more careful with my money now that I know its value.
Okay.
And I don't spend like I don't spend like the next $100 on a video game.
Why wouldn't you?
I know. I mean, I could either have a place to stay or play video games. So I think
place to stay or the new anime bundle in Valorant.
Anime bundle. Get the anime stuff
or anime stuff in Call of Duty.
Let's go, pink lasers, pink bullets. Yeah, so I was like, she said, yeah, I think you're ready financially, but I guess just the experience is what I'm missing.
I haven't asked that type of question to my parents, or I talked to my mom more about it. Yeah. She just tells me like, oh, be careful, do this, make sure you don't do that, blah blah blah. Look at this, make sure you look at this area. So I don't. She never fully like directly said, I think you're good to go. She just always said, if you move, make sure you just move for the right reasons.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing my mom was worried about. She said she's worried that we're gonna really indulge in our freedom.
Did you mention it was gonna be us or?
Yeah, like I told her I was like, oh, like because I'm thinking with Daniel and his girlfriend's gonna be there too, and she was saying,
no,
nah, how my mom is. She was like really supportive.
She's so sweet.
So she was like, yeah, like I think you're ready, but just the experience, you're gonna find things out you don't like about Daniel. I know he's such a bitch, right? But she was like mentioning like, oh, like there just might be things that you don't know.
No, yeah, exactly.
So what type of dumbass stuff do you do at home?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you can say I'm kind of dirty, but like if you ask Nancy, she'll tell you like, no, he's like a clean freak. So it's really hard to tell with me. Yeah. Like I don't like leaving like plates of food or cups, shit like in my room. Like I don't like that. I think that's gross. Yeah. So like when I'm done, like if I eat in my room, then I take it back right away. Okay.
What about the toilet seat? Do you leave it up or?
It don't fucking matter.
I leave. I always put it down just because I have 3 girls in my house.
Oh, that's true. Well, most of the time,
four
most of the time for me, I put it down. Most of the time.
So like basically, she was like just saying, like you're gonna, pet peeves. You're gonna have your challenges, but
Oh yeah, that's
she was basically saying she thinks I'm ready, to overcome them and solve them.
What are you trying to say?
That you're gonna be an issue, bitch. That's what she's trying to say.
I think.
But yeah, her main concern was that we would indulge too much in our freedom, and she was like, you guys might want to have parties. You're gonna bring your friends over like right away.
I'm just trying to live.
I mean,
we are young.
The thing is, I just don't see myself doing that, because honestly,
by parties, I thought of just like inviting like the boys over.
No, that's what I mean. And the thing is, she's like saying bigger, like throwing these huge
She
parties.
swears.
No, and yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, well, it's because like the things I'm doing now is the same way I'm gonna act, when I'm on my own, and it's just because I have the freedom with her, because like after like everything we've been through, we built like a really strong trust, and like I was able to, tell her like, oh mom, I'm gonna go drink with my friends for the first time. Like,
no, yeah, same.
So it was really cool. So it's like we have this. I could be myself. I'm not hiding myself from anything. I'm not sneaking out. Like fucking getting tattoos or something.
Yeah, I never understood that.
It's just stuff that I personally, I get to do what I want to do. I don't have to hide anything. So that's why when I'm on my own, I feel like I'm not gonna, change that much.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I'd probably just be a little, less careful with my time. Because I need to make sure like.
Yeah, I mean,
there's someone with the kids at home.
No, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, you no longer have to, like, I guess, watch the kids.
Yeah.
Because, that's where a lot of your time was spent too.
And I don't know how I'm gonna do with that, honestly.
With that extra spare time.
Not so much extra spare time, but the quietness. Like it feels wrong when I hear nothing for a while.
Really?
Yeah, like I was here, like I'm watching like TV or something. And I don't hear anything. I don't hear any kids, like no screams, no. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, where are they? So I go into their room, and they're all, just on their phone or like playing like Minecraft or whatever. And I'm like, oh, like we're good, right? Like, we're chilling. And like,
yeah. That's so crazy because with Nancy, she that's one of the main reasons why she always like staying over at my place too, because she's like, it's so quiet, this and that. Yeah. I'm like, is it really that bad with a kid? Like
you haven't had that experience.
No, I haven't.
I can't wait until you do.
Dog, that's not gonna be till later.
Yeah, I mean, still, like, it's gonna be funny, like, just like, holy shit, it's been like this whole time.
What happened to the silence? No, dude, like, when I'm like, obviously, like you said, like, I'm not used to that, so, I'm not used to like having like people screaming in the background, blah blah blah. So when it's silent in my house, it's just normal.
Yeah.
Like it's normal. Like it's always quiet there. It's weird when I hear noises actually. So like, oh, what the fuck? And I peek my head out. I'm like, oh, it's my cousins came over or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And there's only like a few times where it was like quiet in my house, and I'm like, damn, this is kind of sad. It's just dead as hell in this house.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what we're used to. I just don't. I feel like something's wrong when it's quiet, just because I like since. Like I was 9 years old. I've always had, at first, before I was the one making the noise, but now, I gotta make sure the noise is actually healthy noise and not like a kid crying or something.
I think that's what all like parents do. Like they have the kids like an earshot away.
Yeah.
So like,
and so like I think that's like when the time does come. I think the most the biggest thing I'm gonna indulge in is just being able to go out without. Making sure someone's home with the kids.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be sick. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna dip.
Yeah, I think the only freedom I'm gonna get, is just not having kids, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I still am gonna, like, do stuff for them, I guess. Yeah. Like if I have to pick up the kids, like I'll still do it. Like, because I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna want to have a kids aspect, Because there is a lot of times.
I ain't gonna make a kid for you. I ain't gonna get a kid.
I'm gonna make one my own.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own. You come back with an adopted child or something.
Yeah, like I do want kids.
You still want kids,
but I'm gonna wait out. I'm gonna wait out.
You still want kids?
What's the whole point if you don't got kids?
What's the whole point? I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's the point.
Like I generally do. Like I still want some, but I'm gonna wait. Yeah,
that's something for like when I'm close to like the late 30s, 40s.
That's
hell.
Maybe on my 30s.
That shit ain't even on my mind.
It's gonna come up though.
Shoot. Until like another century.
Knock on wood. Like hopefully it all goes to the closest as we would like. But
if we already moved in with each other and shit, and like you said, like you don't have to worry about dipping, leaving because you ain't got kids there and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you still be like, oh, I'm gonna leave. I'll be back or blah blah blah. Like, would you still like notify or would you just leave?
Maybe if you're like there, like just when I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, I'll just. But I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way and be like, hey, I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah, I'm used to doing that with my family.
Just walking out.
No,
Or are you telling them?
Yeah, I tell them. If it's only my brother, then sometimes I'll tell him because it's my brother. Like he does his thing, I do my thing.
Yeah.
But with my parents, I at least like let them know. If they're not there, like the most I'll do is like search the backyard. If not, then I'm like, all right, I'm fucking leaving. Like I'm not gonna go across the street because most likely they are. That's where they spend their other time too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, not much is gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, because I'm not restricted. I'm not, hiding, doing stuff or.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to be secretful. I'm not hiding anything, so it's just gonna be, I'll be the same way. She said like she was like worried. Well, not worried, but she was like, oh, you're probably gonna be playing music with bad words all the time. Because I don't think you guys like know this from listening to me speaking, but I don't say bad words in front of my mom.
Well, I think that was clear. Yeah, I mean when we would play with you in the beginning on the PS4, and you'd be like, "Oh, I can't say these words.
I can't say."
So you like censor yourself.
Yeah, I mean, so
pussy.
Back then, we were in a 1-room apartment. Where I would play was right next to
like
my mom's
everyone.
bed. Yeah, everyone was there. There was like no privacy, so I couldn't say the bad words. And now that we're moving up in the world, and I got my own room, I'm like, you bitch. Even if it's for no reason at all, But it's really crazy because I'm actually like I'm not having a hard time, but it's just these bad words just come out, and I need to dumb it down.
Oh, I know. Like when I'm talking to my mom, it slips out. Like she doesn't really care. But like I said, it will just slip out. Like because I think I talk to everyone like the same as if I like talk to my friends. Yeah, and especially with her too. And then like for example, like one time we took Monty out and we were just staring at him through the window, and he's taking forever to like do his business to pee or poop.
Yeah.
And I'm like telling her, I'm like, look at him, look at his stupid ass. And I said that, and she just laughed, and she's like, oh yeah, look at his stupid ass. I'm like, oh, my bad.
No, I mean with my mom, like it doesn't slip out. Like I just know.
You got the shit on lock.
I don't. Yeah, like, and I need to like get better at it, because it's not like I'm like a kid, and I'm not a kid either. Like, oh, I'm gonna say all the bad words just because I care. But it's just, I don't know. It's just the way I talk to you guys. It's just I'm just used to cussing like that, I guess, and I need to improve on that. All right. So we have Josh, 1738. He says, "I want to interview you," and by that he was talking to me.
Of course.
I don't know. I mean, not really interesting or to say the least. But I guess we could try to do something.
You can talk about your ranks in video games and stuff.
Oh,
your rainbow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I'd love to have friends and family up here too. More people than just Daniel, because he gets boring after a while.
Shut up.
But yeah, my people will contact your people.
Of course.
And we'll set up a schedule. You too, Michael. I'd love to have you over. Joey, Aaron, anyone else that would like to come up, just talk, have a conversation, tell stories about us getting rejected in middle school. Except, you might not be rejected, because Joyce has had one of the most successful relationships I've ever known.
God damn, that shit's been going on forever.
For as long as we've known each other, they've been
indefinitely.
Oh, actually, I have some more questions. Actually, they were talking about. Okay, so to be clear, the whole when I was feeling confident and I texted someone, "Hey, beautiful." That was in middle school.
Oh,
that wasn't. You didn't know that either?
No? Question mark?
No, yeah, that was in middle school. So so just let that be known. I'm not.
Oh, you trying to play it off that it was in middle school, huh?
No, I swear.
When it probably happened like 2 nights ago or some shit.
No, it was in middle school. I wasn't, being the annoying ass. So we actually did it. This is the second week, and we actually, got together and made it. I thought we weren't going to be able to.
I mean, the fact that we're here again shows progress.
Progress. This is officially the longest successful commitment I've ever had.
We'll probably do like a video where like, oh, that's all right. And then that's it. And months later, make a quick photo shoot. Yeah, that's it.
Including my YouTube channel. I've been gone for a couple of weeks from it. I haven't been that active on it. I think it was, a couple of years since I made my actual post instead of just something I had on my computer.
I mean, you should just put like random ass videos on there too. I mean, didn't you? Didn't you do them with like me in it in that weird ass in the theater room?
Yeah, the theater. I mean, yeah, but I kind of already had it. I just uploaded just because I was like, oh shit, it's here. Might as well upload it. But the last time I worked something to like, and I uploaded it was like 2 years ago now.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been the Apex one, dude. Fucking.
The Apex.
It's been a couple weeks. Definitely has been a couple weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, we've actually started doing it again. So, I'm basically a professional now. And we know how to get it done.
Basically. I'm looking at your little calendar thing and I noticed that days fly by and you got a lot done for school. Can't relate. I cannot relate.
Don't go through an existential crisis here. It ain't that deep, man. It's just busy work. It's just busy work, honestly. It's all an illusion to make me feel occupied.
Yeah.
But throughout the whole week, I honestly just wanted to start on the podcast. But do you think, I feel like when you take a couple of shots of beer.
Oh, I'm willing to do that. No, you know what I was going to do too? Because me and Nancy, we ran out of like little joints, I guess. So we're going to go to a dispensary. But
if you don't know, Daniel smokes a lot of marijuana.
No, I don't. I barely.
A lot.
And I was, since she goes to work in the afternoon, I was going to go pick some up with, I guess, Danny and the other guys.
Yeah.
But, I guess since they're busy, I guess maybe I'll go myself. Or we could have just used it for this podcast, you and I, if you smoke for
right,
once. Or one day. You're going to smoke.
I'm not going to smoke.
You're going to smoke.
I'm going to die before I smoke. Because I already got asthma, dude. I'm good.
Okay.
It doesn't affect me, but I have asthma. It's still there. But it's 11:30 in the morning, so I think it'd be a little too early for beer, just for the sake of making us entertaining.
I mean, we could probably do like a late night one that gives us an excuse to.
That would actually be really cool. Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I guess on the topic of drinking, the first time we drank. Was it your first time drinking?
Yeah, your party.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was my first time. Okay, so that was our first time drinking. This was March 7th of 2020. So before COVID, it was okay to have a party.
Oh, yeah,
we weren't
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get canceled. And that was my first time ever getting drunk. And also my first party of people our age.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. So I think starting off, I was very nervous because, I invited Daniel, Emilio, Alex, and if you guys don't know them, they're my closest friends.
The boys.
I didn't invite Denelson too, but I think I did invite him, but he said, "Nah, fuck you," because I'm not drinking.
You know how he is.
Yeah, he's very lenient. He's no rascal. Okay, so yeah, I was very nervous. I was waiting for the boys to arrive. But at first we had like a normal party, not just a family, but it was family, kids, normal party.
Whose party was it for?
It was my sister's birthday party.
Oh, it was her birthday party. That's right. For some reason, I was thinking it was your little brother's, but it took place in the same.
Yeah, in the same place.
It's in
my mom's house. But now we got our own house, so we could have it here in the future.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I was very nervous, and then Emilio was the first person to arrive.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you arrived kind of late.
I arrived hella late. I don't know why.
Was Alex there before you?
No, he got there after. Because I could walk it there, remember? I was like a few blocks down.
Yeah, so Emilio gets here, and I'm 0 drinks in, and I've never played beer pong before in my life. And my sister hands me a White Claw, and to Emilio as well. And they throw us in there to start playing ping pong. Bees. And I gotta say, we weren't doing too bad for our first time playing ping pong. Well, Emilio,
that shit's easy.
That wasn't Emilio's first time getting drunk, but it was mine, and it was pretty eventful to say the least. So as time goes by, we start waiting. Daniel comes next.
Like later though, like it's already it's already dark by then.
Yeah, I think Emilio and I, we had 4 White Claws already at that point. And then Daniel barely comes, and as soon as he gets here, he starts drinking like a fucking alcoholic.
That was my first time drinking,
I
though.
know you were like you went specifically to get drunk, bitch.
I know.
So, dude, it was really funny how ahead of yourself you got, because you wanted. At the end of the night, I think we had like 4 White Claws and we had 6 shots of vodka.
We had a lot of shots, I think.
We had a lot of shots. We had more shots of vodka than actual beer. And Daniel still wanted more. We were all drunk, and he was still like, "Oh, let's go for one more, just one more."
Oh yeah. Oh, and then you guys were the fucking the time when you guys were all gonna go to the bathroom or some shit, and you guys turn around looking for me, and I'm at the bar asking for more shots.
Yeah. So throughout the night, we went to the bathroom. I'd say 7 times, which was a lot. And each time we went to the bathroom, we each had a different story. Every time. Like we were just waiting in line for the bathroom because it was occupied, and then just some random dude walks out from behind.
It was like a whole ass mission.
It was really funny. And so yeah, it was really eventful. I think my mom, she was like really nervous too because she was inside of the house. And it was funny because I go inside, because people like some random people were in they weren't random, but some people, they were in my aunt's trampoline.
On the trampoline.
Yeah, there was like four people in my aunt's.
Were they your family members or your?
No, they were like my sister's friends. I don't know, because I don't know anyone at the party except for you guys.
Oh yeah, like Carlos.
Yeah. So there was just people on the trampoline, and I go inside. I'm like Thea, like, there's people on the tramp. Do you want them out?
Do you want them
I
out?
was acting like a security guard. She's like, "Oh yeah, please tell them not to stay on it." And so I go back outside, and I'm walking towards the trampoline, getting ready to like, hey,
young man,
get down. But by the time I got there, they were already out. So I just zipped up the trampoline and was like standing there for a bit, like, nope, no one's coming in through here.
Were you already drunk by then, or?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Acting like a clown.
Yeah, and it was funny because I also like asked my sister, I'm like, hey, they're on the trampoline, should I get them off? And she's like, huh? Because she was already drunk. And then Carlos, her boyfriend, she was like, yeah, get him down. Get him down. And so the second time, so I went in 3 times to see my mom. And the second time, I was just going in to make sure she knew everything was okay. Because
yeah,
and,
give her updates.
I was like, Mom, don't worry, I'm good. And I was like, I'm not good. I'm obviously drunk, but I'm good. Like, I know what's going on. And I'm like, look, I have my hand right here. I know what's happening. And it's crazy because for the first time, we had like 10 like shots, I guess, or whatever, like the 4 beers and the 6 shots. But I remember everything.
Yeah, I remember most of the stuff.
Yeah. So like I was like, oh, my hand's right here. I got this here. Like, I'm good. And she's like, oh, she's growing up and all that. Oh. And I start walking out, and that's when your dumbass walks in. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, you let me go in? Were you pushing me out?
Yeah, I was telling you to go. So I'm going into the house, to check on, and everyone in there is sleeping, or at least trying to sleep, but it's quiet in there. The house is separate from the party. And so I'm walking out of the house, and then Daniel's dumbass just opens it and tries to start coming inside. He's like, where are you going? Where are you going?
What's going on in here?
What's going on? I'm like, shut up, dude. He's like, huh? What are you doing? he had to come in.
I don't remember that.
You don't? Well, yeah, dude, you're a fucking god.
Not even.
And so I'm like, dude, you gotta shut up and go outside. And you're like, okay, come on. And even though I was already on my way out. And you like fell to the floor, dude.
I didn't fall to the floor. Like, I let myself go
that's
down.
right, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I sat down and then I laid down. I didn't fucking flopped over.
Yeah. So like by the end of the night, it was kind of dying down. At least loudness wise, it wasn't that loud. And so we're in the front of the house, and Daniel just decides to sit on the floor. Alex is just wandering off to the parking.
And then Emilio took off running.
In the middle, Emilio just goes for a jog. I'm like, holy shit! Like Daniel,
he deadass jogged away,
Yeah.
Down the street pretty far.
I was trying to get Daniel up and trying to find out where Emilio is, hoping he's not stuck in a bush or some shit. And then Alex is just like, is this your car? Is this our car?
Is this your car?
And it was really funny. It was really. I was glad I was able to do it with you guys. It was quite a memory.
Yeah, it was sick as fuck.
I think I'll let the rest of the boys tell their story. You know, like the parts of the Emilio when.
Oh yeah, I mean like if they're ever here.
Yeah. It was quite fun indeed. But after that, I've drank more ever since then.
I
I'm
mean,
basically a grown up. I'm 21 now, by the way. So
I think that was like the most drunk I guess I've ever been.
yeah.
Like I remember at my birthday party, I was drunk, but I wasn't like drunk like that neither. But still, like I feel like I wasn't like wasted, like hammered. 'Cause
No,
we were still able to like hold crazy, like weird conversations and shit. It was so dumb.
She likes you, dude. She's like you. She's looking right at you.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near us. You know, she's like looking at the opposite. Go talk to her. Go talk to her. If she likes you.
Yeah, it was a video like, go talk to her, bitch. She kept looking this way.
Nah.
Nah. Fucking pussy.
I think I'm gonna see if Amelia wants to come through next week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure with Alex it would be he'd be calling you out and calling you stupid.
Yeah. You dumbass. It wasn't that way. It was this way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like no, but Alex, dude, he threw up. He was the only person that threw up, huh?
Yeah, he didn't like, go crazy like throwing up. It was like spit.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we are making it sound like, we were like all, like really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But we weren't. We weren't stupid. We weren't doing stupid shit. I think the dumbest thing I did was dance for like 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's it.
No, actually, the Hernandez that came through.
Hernandez came?
The lookalike.
I don't remember.
We were in the front, and then someone that looked like Alex
in the
came.
Bathroom?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, is there a guy named Luis here?"
What the fuck?
You don't remember?
No.
Holy shit! Yeah, there's a whole. Yeah, we were all in the front. We were just talking. We were in the front of the house, and a guy comes in, and we're like, "Holy shit! He looks like Alex."
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my god! Yeah, so he walks up and he's like, "Oh hey, I just got off work. Is there a guy named Luis here?" And then we're like, "Wait, what the fuck? Like, I'm right here." But I was like, "I don't know you though." Like, I'm Luis.
Is there a dude named Luis?
Who? But we're like, "Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?" I just started freaking out, laughing. Like, "Oh, he's right here. He's right here." I was like, "But I don't know you." No. And then he's like, "Oh, like, well, they invited me to this party. Like, can I?" And he was just trying to get through. And my drunk ass saw he had a backpack. I'm gonna have to inspect that backpack real quick.
You did?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember any of that.
Oh wow, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna have to check your backpack real quick. And he just started laughing. He's like, yeah, sure, because I guess he knew we were all fucked up. And so I started looking. I'm like, oh, I didn't look, and I was just holding it, pretending to look into it. And
I gotta run all that by with Emilio and Alex, cause like I said, I don't remember anything.
Damn, you were more drunk than I knew.
Nah, no way.
Yeah.
If I was probably not there then, like I was probably in the back getting more drinks or something.
No, you were there. You remember
there's
specifically because you too. Like when you left, I was like, I thought he was Alex, and you're like, I thought that too.
Nah.
Yeah. Damn, dude, you were gone then. You were gone.
Boy.
Boy. Dude, I'm like thinking about all the time back in COVID, and like honestly, I miss the times before COVID.
Of course.
Not so much because I would go out because I usually wouldn't, but I'd at least like to choice to not go out.
Yeah, now it's feels like now I don't want to stay.
I don't want to stay. Now I want to go out.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do what everyone else is doing.
Oh, wait, did you see the thing that supposedly Six Flags is gonna open up?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel, but I mean, it's.
Would you go to that shit?
I wouldn't go, just because I've been to Six Flags more than I could count, so I generally don't have like an interest for Six Flags anymore.
The only reason why I probably wouldn't go, but I'm still considering it, is because it's probably gonna be packed.
I mean,
jam packed.
I don't know. I feel like at that point, at this point, I think it's just up to you. Just your risks. I think people are like learning to adapt to it. They know, what they want to risk, what they don't.
I mean, the fact that you have to make the choice whether to adapt to it or not, it's kind of messed up.
I mean, you don't have to make the choice. Like, you could adapt without. Like,
I mean, there's still
your life isn't gonna stop just because you can't go to Six Flags or some shit.
Well, of course not. No, but like, I mean, like other stuff. Like, oh shit, my bad. I mean, there's people who still like don't really go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's just how they'd rather avoid.
No, yeah,
that.
and they're just being safe. There's nothing wrong with that neither. It's just it just sucks.
It sucks
the
that
fact,
it's the option, like it's the choice. Like you either get to do things or you don't, and that's kind of sucky. But I mean, Six Flags, I guess they know what risk they're taking.
I don't know how they're handling it. Like the lines are so long now. You imagine now they're gonna spread it across the whole park.
Fuck, dude.
Like, okay, the line starts here, starts at the end of the park.
And I don't know, like Six Flags isn't really the top notch for amusement parks.
Really?
For me, I don't know. They don't really seem like that special.
Okay, what other amusement park would you say is sick as fuck?
Universal Studios. Yes, sir. I talked to many voice actors. The voice actor of Roadhog from Overwatch.
Give me in.
Get me in there. Get me in contact with Steve Blum. Steve Blum. No, but yeah, I mean Six Flags. I don't know. Fuck Six Flags. I don't like Six Flags. I don't fit in their rides.
That's the only reason why you probably don't like it.
I don't like Six Flags because they hate fat people.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's because like I was like in line for Goliath and waited for like 40 minutes
just to not.
And I see the cart. I see the cart and it's small as fuck. And I tell my sister, "Hey, I don't think I'm gonna fit." And she's like, "We'll try." And I was like, "No, I don't." It's just the embarrassment of like sitting down and them like pushing the lap bar, like to get over. I just feel really embarrassed, like when they make a big deal, like, "Oh, it'll fit," and then they're like, "No, it won't." So she was like, "Okay, we'll go through, we'll sit down. If it doesn't go over, that's it, we're out." And I was like, okay. And I was like pumping myself up, like trying to squeeze in the legs, the thighs.
Don't you think that's dangerous though? Forcing it like that.
Well, bitch, I walked the ride. I waited like 40 minutes. I'm not gonna.
You're willing to risk your life.
I'm gonna get on the fucking ride if I have any chance. I'm not gonna fuck that. I waited 40 minutes. And so it's our turn, and so like we sit down, and I need to put like my legs together, because usually I just have it out like this.
Spread eagle.
And so like I was pushing it in, and my sister's like, "Okay, let's try to get it over," and the thing just wouldn't go. My knees were like too high. So like it just wouldn't go over my knees. So I was like, "It's not gonna work." And she's like, "Oh, fine." We just walked out.
Your sister went down with you?
Yeah.
It was just you and your sister?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still, we waited 40 minutes, and I was like, she's like, "How was it?" I was like, "Yeah, it was good.
It was good. I thought she was with her friend or something.
No, it was me and my sister. It was just a family, but my mom stayed with the kids,
If it was like let's say like you, me, and then I don't know some other person.
It'd probably be a little more funny.
It would have been more funny.
You fat bitch.
No, that's a bitch. No, and then if you got off, we would have been like, "All right, we'll see you in a minute." We would have went on. Like let's say if it was just you and me, that's it. Then I would have done the same as you sit there like, fuck this, I'm not gonna ride by myself.
But it was so that was the first ride. I was like, yeah, okay, I don't fit in that one. And then Scream.
Yeah,
Scream. That was my favorite one. Not only because I fit.
Oh, yeah.
But not only because I fit, but also because it's like a really fast line, dude. Like, there's never a line.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I fucking
it's
love
quick and easy
that ride, dude. It's like, it's genuinely a fun ride. There's never a line. I forgot which one, the other one, Viper, that never has a line. But it
there's a
rocks
reason
your
why.
head.
Yeah, that's why. No one likes it.
Hurts, dude.
That shit rocks your world.
Oh, what other X2, dude? I got on X2 for the first time.
Oh, how was that? Did you like that one?
I was scared, dude.
X2 is fucking that. I remember that shit used to play music, and sometimes it
on
does.
the side, right? Yeah, it still does, doesn't it?
I don't remember.
When I went, it was still playing music.
I remember I heard music.
Tatsu. I really like Tatsu. A little suwoo. They do when you're about to blast out. Oh, chill, you're gonna get shot.
Nah.
No, but which one's another one? Do you remember the Terminator Salvation ride?
Yeah,
that was really cool. They made it into.
But they changed it now.
Yeah, they changed. It's the same ride, but they changed the name. It was the Call of Duty ride for a while, wasn't it? The zombies.
No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you don't remember that? I think it was for Black Ops 3 when
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
I would remember this.
You're
just pulling shit out of your ass.
No, I'm serious. The Call of Duty right here.
Call of Duty right.
Six Flags Call of Duty right here.
Watch nothing pop up. You're gonna look so stupid.
Dude, there's like no way. Six Flags Call of Duty, right? It was like a zombies thing, and then
No, it wasn't.
yes, it was. Call of Duty is back for Fright Fest. Six Flags and Activision announced Shadows of Evil: The Ride. It was for the Shadows of Evil map.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't remember?
Let me see. Real quick.
Yeah, it was for Black Ops 3.
That's Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3. Yeah.
Black Ops 3.
Yeah, so there was like they had like the some zombie like it was the same ride, like it wasn't.
Literally the same.
Yeah,
they probably just had some like zombie people. Around.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Shadows of Evil was an event.
Oh my god.
You had no idea?
No.
Yeah, it's like it was pretty cool. I think it was for the Fright Fest thing.
Did they have the Shadow Man around there too?
I think they had like, I think it was like part of the ride. I think it was like you remember the part where like they go down like the little, like where you like the track is up here and you go under the track.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was like standing there or some shit.
Just a prop.
Yeah, it was just a prop. But yeah, it was Shadows of Evil the ride. It was Colossus.
Twisted Colossus sounds cool.
I prefer the original. Mainly because I could fit in that one.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. No, that's why I hate amusement parks.
Yeah, that reminds me when I went to the carnival with Nancy. I remember before I went, I saw a video from the dude, the Moist Critical dude. Moist Critical. He just posted a video like saying I'm really good at carnival games, and he said he's like the reason like there's a I guess quote unquote secret, but it's not really a secret. Is like how you win at them is you watch exactly how they do it, and then you copy them exactly.
What?
The people who
to show it off, who
demonstrate it? The people who stand there and they're like, oh, play this game, right?
Yeah.
And then you watch them how they do it, and then you copy them exactly.
Well, yeah, isn't that like?
I mean, like you think a lot of people know that, but I didn't know that shit. I was just like, oh, okay, and I'll try to do the same thing.
I mean, yeah,
like he'll like say like do it exactly, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then a lot of the games, I'm like, okay, and I was getting the hang of it. And then there's this one other game where there's like a bunch of like floating ducks in a pond, and you throw like a little hoop on them.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, go ahead and try it, and the reason why I want to play that game specifically because there's a big ass like pug prize, and that was before I had Monty.
Yeah.
So Nancy, she's like, oh, could you win me that? I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, like,
no
well,
problem,
I could.
no
I'm
problem.
like, I could try. and then the dude's like, yeah, go ahead and try it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I was thinking like, wait a minute, like everyone did it, and then I asked the dude like, can you show me how to do it? And he goes, why? I'm like, yeah, never mind, bro.
He's on us.
No, yeah, he was. He was a little freaked out. He's like, why would you want to see me? You could do it yourself. I'm like, well, I just want to see how you do it. I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play it, quote unquote. Yeah. He's like, you just throw it on the ducks, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, and so I said again, like, can you do it? He's like, yeah, just go for it. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna spend like $5.
Yeah, just sell me the pug, man.
Right.
Just sell me the pug.
There, at that carnival though, there's a really cool game. It's like BB guns, but like there's like one that was like an AK-47 there.
God damn.
And it's like, I mean, it's a BB gun. It's a fake
replica.
It's a replica. And you just shoot down targets and you win a prize. And I was doing pretty good. I needed like one more target, but I couldn't hit it.
Oh, you should have spit.
I was doing really good, and Nancy, she was like, "Oh my god, you were so focused." I'm like, "Right."
You're like, Sergeant Danny.
Sergeant Danny was on honor serving with you, Sergeant Danny.
You military wannabe.
Not even.
You were so mad.
I wasn't mad.
We were playing an online game, and Daniel, being the toxic person he is, he had his gamer tag as Sergeant Danny. So and sick. I forgot why someone got mad at him.
But I was yelling at. I mean, I was like crying to him because I was like, "Oh, you're using the M4," and he's like, "Oh, someone get this dude a tissue or some shit." I'm like, "Dog, you're using the M4. What you mean?"
He was really big. Like, you keep using the fucking M4. Fuck you. He's like, "Oh, look at this military wannabe," and you stayed quiet.
Not even. I yelled at his ass back. I made that shit in middle school, so I actually thought that shit was sick.
Sergeant Dansky. The BB gun, I could just imagine you with the little toy, taking it serious. You're so focused.
Yeah, it was. Those targets were small and far too.
Yeah,
they were quite a distance away. Yeah, and I was getting it. It was cool because like the iron sight, it was on the 8. I'm assuming it was an 8 if I remember. I mean, I'm not a guns person.
He's a weapon ops.
I'm a weapons master. I play Call of Duty.
Weapons technician.
And the iron sights, it wasn't just like the little like a little curve and line. It's a fucking like it's a little mini plus sign on the end of the gun. And I noticed when I shot the BB, it goes a little bit underneath the horizontal line.
Oh shit! The analysis. I need to move my trajectory.
It's simple physics, really.
It's simple physics.
Simple physics, really. So that's what I did. Where the target was, I just moved it slightly up.
Shit, problem solver.
No problem. This right here, my problem solver.
I've always wanted to do like a huge ass Nerf fight, like a Nerf gun.
A Nerf fight? I probably would have done that in middle school, not now though. Like I want to play with actual like BB guns. Danny has like a
That
sick ass.
hurts.
Well, not shooting at each other, you head ass.
Bro,
But, like,
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to shoot, or maybe like the taser.
Taser?
No,
You're
not
trying to tase
not
fools?
taser, but laser.
Oh, laser tag's fucking beast. I only played there once, but that shit was fun as fuck. There's these two kids who was taking that shit serious, and they're like, it was mad because some other kids got mad at them too. They're like, "You guys keep fucking camping." They actually said that. No, but they were dead ass. They're like back to back, like in the middle of the map is, and then like in a corner. So every time you pass, like they always got you, or no matter what angle you try to get them, they tagged you first because they're just sitting there back to back to each other.
You guys are fucking camping.
Yeah, the kid he just put his gun down, pointed at them.
You're using the M4, man. What do you want me to do?
Oh shit! And it was stupid because I was like running around like tagging everyone too as much as I can, and then there's this dude with his little kids like, "Hey, come on, man, don't tag them. They're little." I'm like,
"Fuck you!"
Yeah.
In the
hell? Then don't let them play.
Don't let them play. This is the big.
Trying to ruin my experience.
We're going to nationals.
Going to nationals, baby.
Nationals, baby.
Anyways, that Thor movie yesterday was sick.
Oh, you kept watching the MCU movie?
Dude, yeah, me and Nancy are so invested, especially Nancy. It's just that
I thought you were like over it, or you didn't really like it.
Yeah, I did. But I wasn't like fucking getting wet like you.
I wasn't getting wet, bitch.
But now I understand why. But I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's interesting. Nancy too.
No, fuck you. You're late to the party.
We're catching up.
You're just doing it because everyone thinks it's cool now.
Cause all
the stands, all the Tumblr people.
No, it's cause like everything's like linked to each other and it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean
it's dope as fuck.
It's really fun to watch, especially when you're. I mostly really like the MCU because I kind of grew up with it.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man, like it was like probably one of the near the lowest times of my life.
Really?
And like
you saw it when it came out?
Not when it came out. I think it was like a couple of years maybe.
Really? I saw it when it came out. I saw it with my cousin Jonathan.
Oh yeah.
And his dad took us both. I still remember going to those theaters too.
Yeah. Like it was. I was a little late to it, but it was before like the internet. Yeah. Well, it wasn't before the internet, but it was before, like all the fandom, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Before they were like gatekeeping shit.
So before Iron Man, was there only like comics and like cartoons and shit?
Like of Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was never a Marvel movie.
Well, there wasn't like specifically, like Marvel. Like there were Spider-Man movies. Like
okay, yeah.
Ones.
Yeah, but that's like Spider-Man on its own with Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah, but like there were still like comic book movies, I guess, if that makes sense. Like the skull. I forgot what it's called. The skull with like the fire that's on fire.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, yeah, Ghost Rider's one.
Oh, he's part of Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's part of that. I think like the Watchmen or some shit like that. No, but yeah, but there was like still, it just wasn't as big or connected, I guess. Like the same thing with Iron Man. I think it was the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
That came after it, and then like
Hulk.
I think
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, the one with like Nolan.
You mean Iron Man 2? Supposedly came out after Iron Man 2, or the timeline. It takes place after Iron Man 2.
The first thing that wasn't Iron Man, that it wasn't like a sequel or anything. Like we had no idea it was connected.
Oh, wasn't it Captain America?
No,
Captain America.
No,
movie release.
In like movie release.
Yeah,
it was Hulk.
I thought it was Captain America.
No,
because I still
Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and then Hulk.
I still haven't seen or don't remember anything about Incredible Hulk. I didn't even know he had a movie, and I'm looking on Disney Plus, and they don't even have him on there.
No, yeah, the same thing with like Spider-Man. I think they don't have the Spider-Man ones either.
So with Tobey Maguire.
No, with Tom Holland. Like Homecoming.
Oh, they don't have Tom Holland. No,
I don't think.
I was really looking forward when I get there.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I think after Iron Man 2, I think it was the Incredible Hulk. Go on.
You
I'll wait. I'll wait.
You edit that out. You edit this out. Just give me a second. Now I gotta lean in. I don't know how to fix it. Let me just lean on the piano again real
You're
quick.
Such a bitch. I forgot what was he talking about. Oh yeah, I think after like Iron Man, I think after Iron Man 1 it was Iron Man 2 or the Incredible Hulk, and so like we didn't know it was connected at all. You know, it was like, oh, it's the Hulk movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then they brought Robert Downey Jr. like at the end credits of the Incredible Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, and then that's like, oh, what the fuck? Like it's connected or some shit.
Tony Stark.
And that's like where it started. I think Captain America was next, and then Thor,
Mm-hmm.
and then like fucking the Avengers and some shit.
Yeah,
It was really cool. I don't really remember specifically. And I did have like my off seasons, like time when I wasn't like really that interested in it. You know,
Was it like during Ant-Man or something?
No, not really. It was much before. I think
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think after the Avengers, I didn't get back into it until like Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah,
It was like a big.
we went to the movies for Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, we did.
Dude,
I
that movie
think,
was.
I think that's when we started.
That movie was so.
It's
cool.
really underrated. Doctor Strange and Ant-Man is really fucking cool, dude. I really like it.
I really like.
I didn't know that Ant-Man 2. I think
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was written by Edgar Wright, I think.
Who?
Edgar Wright.
Who?
That's the Scott Pilgrim dude, Baby Driver.
No. Oh, he was for baby. Oh, you know what? The title of that movie kind of looks like the Scott Pilgrim font thing, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Well, it's his style. It is like it's with Hot Fuzz and like the. Have you seen Hot Fuzz? The one like with Sean Penn or whatever.
No.
They're really funny movies. You should watch a bunch of the Edgar Wright movies. They're really funny. I really like his style of like the transitions. Like it's like very creative.
I gotta watch Baby Driver.
Baby Driver is really good. I actually I rented it yesterday, so we could still watch it if you want, or if you're not going anywhere. But it's really cool. I think Edgar Wright is like the main inspiration of mine. Like I've told you about the zombie movie that I've been wanting, or
Do you want to make?
that I'm writing, right?
Yeah.
The one with like the opening with that one
Yeah,
song.
the guitar and shit.
Yeah,
or
the guitar.
Is a guitar like a fucking banjo?
Yeah,
the
it's
guitar.
It's a guitar, yeah. So there's this song. I'm not gonna get all the way, just in case
Someone's gonna steal
someone's
that
gonna
shit.
steal it. But there's this song that I really like, and I'm taking inspiration from Edgar Wright, and I've been mostly having fun with it. It's a really cool idea. I think I've had a lot of fun with it, and it's the working title is Another Zombie Movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the special or whatever the it factor, not it factor, but the gimmick of this one is that it's like a film student, and he likes making films, but he can't, because there's just zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So all the movies he's making are like just zombie movies.
That's
like
really
kind of called like
that's
Another
actually
Zombie
really cool. That's
movie,
really cool.
some shit.
Uh-huh.
And so like it's I've added like the whole like they get crazier at night or whatever, and
That's when it gets quote unquote serious.
Yeah, so like the closer you get to a certain location, the more intense they get, and so he's stuck with just making these zombies movies. That's why he like does whatever he can, just to pass the time, do what he likes doing. And that's like when he starts meeting people who have their own thing. Like you got a music producer who likes making music, but no one can enjoy it. You like someone else who likes writing, but no one could read it and shit like that. So just a lot of people doing things they want to do, but no one's really there to view it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's really cool. But like, I got this really cool opening for it, which I showed Daniel, and hopefully one day we can make it for reals.
Oh, hopefully.
But yeah, why did I start talking about that?
You're saying inspirations from what's that dude?
Oh, from Edgar Wright, yeah. Edgar Wright, really cool movies.
How old is that dude?
He's like late 30s, I think.
Late 30s? Yeah, so I figured like I wouldn't imagine like an old head coming up with those cool ideas.
Not like some Christopher Nolan type of shit, dude. Honestly, like okay, like I like I like their movies, and I get the whole. Just like, the people that are really interested in it, that like break it down and like really analyze it. Mm-hmm. And I do that too with the films I like. But there's just some people that just take it way too far.
What you mean?
Like, like a big reason why I don't like my major of CTVA, like sure the classes,
the screenwriting?
No, not screenwriting specifically, but just like the requirements of all like the history and all stuff like that.
Okay.
I really just don't like the students.
They're listening. They're listening.
No, like it's just, yeah, they are. Not all the students, but there are some people, that take it for. They just don't let you enjoy the things you like enjoying, and I think that's a big problem with a lot of stuff. With music, I think gatekeeping is like the overall gist of it. Whereas that if you don't enjoy something the way they see it or view it, you're wrong. And you have no right to enjoy it.
What the hell?
I don't know if you remember when we were taking music and film.
Film, yeah.
Music and film, the class we took.
It was music and film.
Yeah, it was music and film. Don't you remember? They're like, "Oh, what's Luke Skywalker's instrument?"
Oh yeah,
trombone or some shit.
No, it was a French horn.
French horn. I forgot.
And your major is? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude, I don't care. I don't have to.
It's coming from a person who didn't even pass the class. Relax.
Oh yeah. So do you like remember the students there that were like just kind of challenging towards him?
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, relax.
Yeah, like he was like, okay, so like when
someone's using, actually it was blah 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 blah.
He's like, oh, for example, in this one, they're using this music to convey this emotion, things like that. And this is like, oh, actually, in a film made by Stanley Kubrick, back in 1984, he uses the same type of vibe to make a different expression. So you're wrong.
Yes.
And then the guy's like, well, I don't know.
He's like, well, technically, yeah.
But, he's like, yes, but like, bro, it just gets so challenging, and I think it's just like everyone wants to prove that they're right, and
bro, I don't know. That's not right.
That's not right. Yeah, I think that's the main problem. I think I have my own style. People have their own style, and yeah, like I do like go with the like, oh, you're wrong. But it's mostly just to mess around. Whatever you like, I think it's good. I'd say I'm a very supportive person. I like I'm sure like we mess around and they call you an idiot and shit like that.
Oh yeah, we'll fuck around with each other all the time.
But like like in the end, like if it's something you like doing, I think I'm gonna
of course
support you and like help you like get to it. Like with the friend who likes ASMR, I'm like, shit, I don't.
No,
but if you give me like $20, I'll do it
for you. Next podcast. $5.99.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's whatever you like doing. Just keep at it. Do your own thing. You'll be good. Ignore all the haters. But yeah, that's like the one thing that like I really took from CTVA.
Just people like that.
Yeah, like I think it's just people are gonna be like that everywhere. I think it's just more visual with the film students.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. I've had some classes where it's just a lot of fun, like photography. Oh man, that class. I took
You had fun. You had fun with that one, no?
Yeah, with the photography.
Were there still more people like in the movie one?
What do you mean?
They're like, oh, actually, he did this.
Oh,
blah, blah.
No.
People minding their business. And
there was like a couple of professional photographers that were doing it for a living, and never once did they say, "Oh, that's bad." like obviously, like it's a class. You're obviously not gonna want to say that to someone, but they always found something to enjoy.
Yeah,
they weren't really like saying like, "Oh, like it's fine." They were finding things that they really liked, and I think that was really cool. Not so much, I never really thought myself as an artsy type, of like, oh, like I find special things and everything and stuff like that. But it was just really fun just to see like everyone encourage themselves and stuff. It was really cool, just seeing all these pictures these people were making. Like I had a good friend Josh, there's Cynthia, Roxanne. They all made like really cool pictures that were it was just so different from each other, and they were really fun to watch. And the crazy thing was that at first, like a lot of the pictures, they were just objects. Like one of them was like, oh, lines, like focus on the lines, like if you want it parallel, if you don't want it parallel, things like that. And they all found like different things to really make, and it was really cool watching. Also, like making the pictures because it was like actual rolls of film, and we had to develop it ourselves.
Yeah, you developed it and everything, but like, do you even like edit them or nothing? Or
no, not really. I mean,
so it's just the picture that they showed. They're like, that was it. Like that's the raw like image, and like they got a good shot.
The most editing you could do is how big the picture is on like the paper.
Because a lot of these pictures that I've seen from people on Instagram and anywhere else, they're like, oh, look at this really cool picture and the colors pop and everything. Yeah. And then and then you see the actual image. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, this shit's heavily edited.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think those places, like those, like
Yeah, they're
digital
still,
art,
like,
it
you
has
know.
its place. You know, like I'm not gonna say it's not like good or anything.
No, of course not. It's still
I think
amazing.
editing is its own art as well.
Yeah.
But like for here, it was like really raw.
Yeah, that.
Because it was just straight from the film. Like the most creative you could do with like the editing was how big you want it on the piece of paper. And even with that, it was really cool, because sometimes they would play with the placement. So they would put it like on the top left, and like you wouldn't really think about it. And then when they were explaining, they're like, "Oh, I put it on the top left because of this."
Do you actually have any of those photos?
I do, yeah. I have them like right here. I still have all of the ones I developed. You wanna?
Yeah, I want to see some.
But yeah, that film class, it's very dear to my heart.
Have you ever looked up on the internet, like, you said you're going to college too, mainly just for connections?
Yeah.
Have you ever looked up on the internet, like, oh, like, use their job opening, or just like look around?
Like try to like start
on the internet.
Yeah, I kind of
see how it is and stuff like that.
There's some websites that help you like find work. A lot of them are mostly student projects. They're like, oh, like, I'll give you lunch. I'll pay for your lunch. Like if you help us.
Shit, I want to do that.
No, I mean, well, like it really helps everyone because it does give you experience. You're gonna want to.
It's a win-win. Free food, and then you guys probably just stand there holding something and take a picture of you.
But honestly, I do have to say I haven't really taken like those kinds of opportunities yet. Like to start
to like look at shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there was opportunities to like just help because at school there's like the big senior projects that some students have and they have to make their own films.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times they look for students to help them out, to employ, to give them a job. But I haven't really gone to those just because I don't want to say I don't have time, like straight up. But I kind of a lot of my like schedule is kind of like sporadic, and like I need to be available a lot. Like if someone needs to, like if my mom or sister needs to go out and I need to stay with the kids.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me when I was in Panda. Like if my day had me schedule at Panda, that's it. That's my day's done.
Yeah,
that's how I felt at Panda, dude. Like fuck that shit.
Yeah, it was really really kind of hard to like make commitments that big, and yeah, like I need to like learn how to like handle it. But now I can't really start that since there's not there is still work, but I'd rather not go into those big ass productions.
Not at the moment, yeah. The furthest, the only thing I've done for like to see stuff for like voice acting and stuff is like see how much they get paid. It's like $80K a year. I'm like sick. All right, I'm done.
I mean, yeah, it depends. There's you could always start off. You know what I find really fun too?
What?
I made some. I became friends with some like animators, like from school, and it's so much fun having your little group of just like making.
You guys just doing your thing.
Yeah. So like if you could find a group of friends, I know a couple that they're animators and they want to do like these little animations that just for fun, and you could always just voice act for them.
Let me know. Tell them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think.
My goodness.
Yeah, it could be like really fun projects. Like for one of them, they were making like a little short of just like. I forgot what it was specifically, but back then I wasn't this committed into my audio. Back then I hated my voice, and was very like insecure about it. I thought it was like very high, but apparently it's low.
I don't know. I mean, like,
yeah. So like, I was very shy. I was like, I didn't really like take any like put much thought to it. I was like, oh yeah, I'll help you out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of fun. It was.
You
really
actually
cool.
like voice acted for them?
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
It wasn't like it was just like, oh, like when you have the time, can you record these lines? And that's it.
Did they actually put you in there?
Yeah. It was for like their school project.
What lines did you say?
I honestly don't remember. But
shut up, you do. You don't want to say them.
I don't want to say them.
What was it?
I don't want to say them.
What was it?
It's like a creepy thing. Like a guy's supposed to be creepy. I was the creep.
You were the creep?
I was the creep, yeah. I was like, do you remember?
Oh.
So yeah, I'd rather... Yeah, but it was
That sounded
fun.
really real. Say it again.
I'm not gonna- yeah, but I think voice acting is something that I'm definitely gonna look into more, just
Mhm.
because I'm more confident with that. At least not production wise, because for like production, like there are a bunch of things I want to do, but for like the acting, I don't see myself ever, getting like serious with the acting. But I think voice acting is something that I would like to get serious with.
Supposedly something I read real quick on the internet too, that voice acting isn't just reading a line. You also need to be able to act.
No, yeah, like the reason I wouldn't like see myself getting big like in acting is just because I don't have the looks for it.
Bro, everyone has the looks. What I noticed for the actors in a lot of movies too is just that anyone can like. I'm not trying to like say oh everyone can act but
Yeah.
like everyone has a place. Every voice has a place, and I think that's so cool that like
Yeah,
anyone can take part in it.
yeah, you're right. I mean, but like the fact of the matter is though that they need good looking people just to make the money.
I
You know.
wouldn't say. I mean, those are like the AAA companies and all that, like the
Oh
big
yeah, yeah,
companies.
yeah. I get what you. Oh, so you're talking about like the smaller indie type of stuff.
I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think like I could act like like I'm pretty sure you've like seen me or like not seen me but heard me mostly like when I'm like messing around on
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then like here when I'm like people I'm comfortable with, like I could do a lot.
I mean, I've acted in elementary school.
Oh,
Everyone told me
professional
professional fool.
everyone said he's gonna be an actor when he
Everyone
grows
said.
up.
No, but like everyone said I was fine. I was doing pretty good. I mean, then again, it's elementary, so no one's gonna go to little kids and say
Yeah,
you're a shit.
you're a piece of shit. I mean, yeah, in middle school I was director of a theater. I was the main director of a theater, and I directed over 2 plays. And by that, I just stopped and played the music and said, "Okay, try it again. You forgot to learn." No, but yeah, I think voice acting. I think I really do want to get serious with voice acting, and I think with you it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Um,
You need animators though to
yeah,
put
we
us
need animators. We need to hire some animators
or just like a
because
narrator
it takes
for
a lot of
fucking
time. And like
something.
we have some I have some friends that that
I got some connections.
I, not so much connections, but they make some really cool art. Like I like Liana.
Hmm.
She, she makes like some really like cuddly, like puffy, cloudy, like type of art, which I find really adorable.
Is that the one that she made of you? Your
Oh
profile
yeah,
picture was a
the
few
one from a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one she made some, and it was like really cool, like just seeing that type of stuff. And then that's like when I started getting to, like, I guess see or look at more of it,
Hmm.
and like it was just really cool seeing how they have their little groups. Like they're like, oh, like I made this character. What do you think?
Hmm.
And they're like, oh, imagine this, imagine that. And then they make more art out of it. So I think it's really really cool working with animators, and I think it's something I definitely do want to try.
Animating or like the voice acting?
Voice acting for animating. No, I'm
That's
terrible.
hard as
I
fuck.
can't draw a square to save my life, dude.
I remember one time
terrible.
in middle school, I drew a Wonder Wall from the Kino der Ton. No, Kino der Reese. I literally just followed exactly what the video was doing, and that shit came out clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
That shit
I
looked like
can't
a
even do
real
it.
good sketch of the
Everyone,
Wonder Wall.
they could leave like I could trace it and it'll still look like shit. I'm like really bad at animating, but I think voice acting is something that definitely I will look into. Just because
We could be dumb as fuck and that shit still
yeah,
sound clean.
so funny. I think it's it's something that I'm more like confident about. Because a year ago, yeah, like I said before, like I'm not trying to sound like a broken record or anything, but I just didn't like my voice. Every time like we had a recording, like of like a birthday, I'm like, oh, happy birthday, and I would talk, I'm like, oh, this dude's fucking
This
annoying,
stupid
this
ass.
stupid ass. And honestly, I thought I had like the fat voice, like the fat guy voice, where he's like, oh, let me get
I never thought
50
of that.
French fries or some shit. I don't know. This kid, like, when we were playing, like, you're like, oh, look at his fat ass. I'm like, oh, how do they know? How do they know?
How do they know? They say that about everyone.
I don't know. Like, I guess, like, it got to me. So, like, I was very self-conscious about my voice. And, they someone told me that they liked it, and you know, I started like reading stuff. I started, you know, I guess
Mhm.
not so much voice act. Well, it was voice acting, but terrible voice acting.
Mhm.
And it was just, I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of fun. I'm like, what do you? I was like, what do you think? Like, is it good? And she's like, yeah, it sounds good. You know, I think it's something that I'm good at. So I don't have the looks, but apparently I have the voice. So I'm gonna try that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's we gotta start looking at the old drill schools.
Those goddamn old
Those goddamn when we're talking like that, it sounds like you're gonna take a dump.
I know.
The
That's
first
that's
one
why
you're
you do it.
Those goddamn old drill.
Yeah, that's how you exactly. Those goddamn old school.
It was really fun. I think I'd really like to, like, I don't know, just start in a character and just make shit up as we go.
That's why you could do anything, dude. I follow Steve Blum on Instagram, and he's always doing like classes and stuff that you could like.
Oh,
join.
the master class.
I think so. And there's a few times where it's like I think really cheap or free. Or
Yeah.
something. And I'm like, damn, I gotta get on that.
We had a chance.
Oh yeah,
We missed it.
dude, you had a chance.
Dude, that was really crazy. We met Steve Blum.
You met Steve Blum.
You weren't there. You were there. Or
I
weren't
got
you?
there like.
I think you got there late.
I got there like minutes after.
Yeah, so we were at the Everybody Logic concert, the only concert I've ever been to.
Me too.
And we were waiting in line. We're surprisingly one of the first people in line, even though we weren't
Like that
especially early. We were just there in the morning. And Steve Blum just comes out and I'm like, that's Tank Dempsey. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking
Wolverine.
Steve Blum. And I was like, oh fuck. And then Nina's like, oh, it's the guy from the album cover.
No,
Yes, he's worth so much more than that.
you don't understand.
And so I forgot who took a picture with him first. I think it was some other people. And then I wanted to take a picture too, and then Nina went up.
Oh, she went up for you.
Yeah, and I wanted like he saw that I wanted to take a picture.
Yeah.
So he told me to like come up.
How do you say? He's like, come on through.
No, he because I was like gonna move, but like Nina was like already like going.
He's like, come on.
Yeah. So he looked at me and he like kind of just like did like come here.
Did he say anything or not?
I don't think so, but I felt bad because I thought I ruined Nina's picture.
Oh my god! I think the reason why he did it too, because he's dipping, so like might as well get everyone at once.
I think that's like what happened, and but I remember I was like, oh, I took a picture of Steve Blum, and then like a year later, I was like, holy shit, I ruined Nina's picture.
Oh no!
Because like now the picture we have it's just the both of us, and I'm just like all fucking nervous and shit. But I was like, oh shit, it's Steve.
If I ever meet someone famous or like. Or let me rephrase it. If I meet someone famous that I enjoy, that I do like, yeah, I would ask if I could take a picture. But the only picture I want is gonna be the I had to do it to him, and I'm gonna tell him like, can you pose like this?
Pose like this. That'd be really cool.
If they had like a lot of time and really into it, I'd be like, okay, now get on your knees and like and like holding hands like this shit in the air.
Dude, like, I was like geeking out when I saw Steve. I was like, Steve fucking Blum.
Tank Dempsey.
I was like, it's Tank Dempsey. Honestly, that's all I care. I was like, it's Tank Dempsey.
Yeah,
like,
Dempsey.
I know he's like does Cowboy Bebop and all that, and like other animes. But I was like, fuck, it's Steve Blum. I'm part of the zombie storyline now. I'm important. I'm famous.
Famous.
Yeah, I think that was like really one of like the top moments of like excitement I've ever felt. Like it was like, holy shit. I don't know. It was really cool. I'm pretty sure like he doesn't like bat an eye like when
I'm sure
he has stuff like that, like when people see him. But like it's really cool how much you can like mean to someone, I guess.
Yeah, that is wild.
I think just as long as you're having fun, if you want to do this type of stuff,
just people who are like really genuine about what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Yeah,
I don't like it if people are just doing it just I guess for the attention.
Yeah, like I don't really try to become someone else when I'm doing this, like the whatever I'm working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a lot of like my earlier skits that I was doing, I was a completely different person, and you could tell. And I didn't like that kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to like just do things that I thought was funny and like, just be me, I guess.
I thought I just thought you're doing the shit that you already, in the first place that you thought was funny.
No, yeah, well, like obviously, yeah, like I did think it was funny, but it was just stuff I'd never like do, like
Oh,
you dumbass.
here, get some.
No, I have a lot. That's
No.
what you get for playing with the lotion.
Come on,
Dude, I think we need to have like
it's
a
huge,
camera.
There's a huge load.
Yeah, there's a huge load of lotion.
The mic picked that up. Can you hear the? Oh,
Yeah, I think we
Get
need it. I'm
some.
not gonna get some.
bitch, take like half of it.
Here, put a little bit. You're such a bitch. Stop. Stop making this up. Why are you playing with the lotion? You already have plenty.
My hands are already dry.
Oh man.
It's chemical burn
It's-
from Panda.
Then put on gloves, bitch. No, but yeah. I'm just trying my best to be myself. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
When are you planning to do any another like video or you know what I mean, like another skit or something?
Yeah.
Or when
I'm not sure. I guess like when we have.
time?
Yeah.
I mean, you're free Tuesday on the 2nd.
Yeah, but those I have work. Not so much free. I don't know. I guess I don't have any
Just
ideas that I
playing.
really want to chase after right now. I think this podcast is something that I want to invest more time in. Get better at. Know how to
I just
start conversations.
What I wanted to do with you is just make fake trailers.
Fake trailers.
Fake trailers, yeah.
I think
Because it's not like a whole like movie scene you have to create
Yeah.
or like a skit. It's just anything you want. And
Yeah.
It doesn't have to like completely like 100% like go with the last thing because it's a fake trailer
Yeah, I think that's actually like a pretty cool idea.
and it's just
Pretty
for
fun,
fun.
yeah.
It's nothing serious.
Like I know every time I'm listening to music, dude, I'm always making trailers.
I know that's why.
Like for like Holy Wars.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
racing. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I told you already.
Yeah.
That one. That's fucking dope. I
Yeah, it
think
is,
that's really cool. And that's coming from Edgar Wright right there. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot I want to do. There's a lot I want to get good at. I want to learn. A lot of it is mostly like in the entertainment thing, like voice acting, podcasting, making films, stuff like that. But I need to like get my ideas, more organized with how I'm doing it, I guess.
Okay.
There's a kind of like twitchy side of me that just does things. Especially earlier when I was like making a bunch of the skits that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
None of you guys know what they are, but that's because I wouldn't show them to anyone. And I guess that's part of a creative, like making. I guess is part.
Do you still have that one that you and I try to make, or you try to make, but you had me in it?
Which one?
Like I was talking to you like in the front yard, and then it was with the body pillow you had.
What the
Something-
fuck? Which,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And there's like a joke in there, like you had a body, you had,
Oh,
and then like
yeah.
the next second literally disappeared or something. Like that.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you have a body pillow. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not. What happened to me? Yeah, I think I still have it,
Oh,
but somewhere. I probably
somewhere in the
pretty sure I do.
deep files.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just need to become more consistent with what I do, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some things I need to work on. But
Well, when are we gonna do something? I want to do something.
well, bitch, your schedule is all fucked up now.
Well, it's because I guess you say I'm not free because I'm always with like Nancy. That's why. Because after work, I'll either sleep or just stay up and then
Game.
no. Sometimes, most of the time,
Most of the time.
all the time.
Yes.
Yes. And then I'll just pick up Nancy, take her to work, and then I'll pick her up again, and then for the rest of the day we just chill.
Yep.
That's why. I'm just with her. That's why.
Yeah. Then we could definitely start doing shit like that. I think
That's why I always tell her. Just tell me a day so I can like tell her like, oh, I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna drop you off home because I got something to do, Louis.
She could come too. She could hold the boom mic. a little higher, Nancy.
What are you doing, bitch?
that was me.
That was
That was me.
Next one's gonna be a surprise guest, and Louis wouldn't even know. I'm just gonna drag the person in. I'm just gonna drag the person.
We'll see who we get for next week. But yeah, that's the second one.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep at it. We're gonna try to be better for y'all.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, guys. I let you guys down. All right, but yeah. Till next week.